What's going on, brothers? Peace to you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Well, it's over with. A new president has been crowned, Donald Trump. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Kamala Harris was gonna win by a landslide. That was my prediction months and months and months ago, and I was wrong. But I thought she was gonna win by a large margin, just with the overall certain things that I was thinking were gonna happen in America, as far as prophecy. Prophecy still is gonna happen according to the Bible. Nobody don't know the times of the hour when it's gonna happen. Only the Most High. But I thought she was gonna win, and but she didn't. So Donald Trump won, and I think most of so-called black people thought that Kamala was gonna win, and most of our people was fooled late Tuesday night. And like I told y'all brothers before, I don't vote because I'm an Israelite and for other reasons. Some reasons y'all hear on my videos, and a lot of y'all know what I represent, and y'all know why I don't vote. But you know what I got out of this election more than anything? That a lot of our people and most of the Caucasians, how they've been looking at the so-called Caucasian man ever since they took over America, along with so-called black people too, because there was some of us that was there who started America as well, what they call the forefathers. That's another topic for another day. But the Caucasian man is looked at as the standard. And what I got out of this election was that with Trump winning, it stood for greatness in their eyes. It stood for leadership, rulership. We run this country. For the most part, we run this world, and there's nothing that y'all can do about it. When I knew that he was going to win, the first thing I thought about was when he kept saying, fight, fight, fight. When he was almost assassinated, allegedly assassinated. And with the felonies that he have, the things that he represents, according to the American people, and he came back and won, and all the stuff that he went through with the potential assassination, his people, and most of our people, believe it or not, looked at that like, oh man, that's power right there. And to me, that's what a lot of our people are thinking today. I heard Stephen A. Smith say, and he used a sports term to describe Donald Trump winning the election. He said that was the greatest comeback in American history. Him using a sports analogy to a political analogy, to me, was ridiculous, but he did that. And in my view, that's Stephen A. Smith bowing down to the Caucasian man, saying that it's incredible how you are. And that's sad. And let me explain to you why. Donald Trump is willing to die for what he believes in. And that is the American dream, according to them. America. He's willing to die for America. He's willing to fight for America. And the conservatives look at him like he's an alpha male. And with him winning this race, that's what they're saying this week after the election. We rule things. Look at this alpha male who went through all what he went through, fought, almost got shot and killed. People, everybody against him. And this man ended up winning, fighting for what he believed in America. And that's what the Caucasian man represents to his people, for the most part. Notice I said his people. And our women actually look at him like look at him in that way too, believe it or not. Don't let them fool you. They look at the Caucasian man as have way more power than you, so-called black man. And the men that's on our men that's on his level, for as like I'm talking about for as like celebrity status, it just looked at as soft. And in my view, and I think most so-called black people would agree with me, the top dog when it comes to so-called black community is former President Obama. Obama is like the top dog when it comes to black standard as a man. And this would make me sad after the election. The fact that when it comes to their top dog, which is Donald Trump, they look at alpha male. When they look at our top dog as alleged pansexual, Obama, who was all about LGBTQ, women over you, black man, acting feminine, let his wife run things, let his wife talk any way she want to talk on television. When Donald Trump's wife sit in the background and have a quiet spirit, just like the Bible says. I'm not saying she's a woman of the scriptures and anything like that, but I'm saying our women and us, we supposed to represent the scriptures. But I'm just using that example. Their top dog represent alpha male, a strong Caucasian man to them. Our so-called top dog represents soft nigga. Brothers, we got to change that paradigm, and it's sad. That make us look so weak. That's what I got out of the election more than anything. So the question I want to ask you today, how is you going to combat that? And with Trump winning, I'm not blaming anybody. There's nobody to blame for that. In my view, the presidency is selected and not elected. I don't done enough research on my own to look at it like I know that they already know who's gonna be the president. I'm not telling anybody they don't need to vote. Y'all do what you want to do. But what I'm saying is they be selected. So it ain't nobody's fault. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's what got to me. And that's what I seen. I've been telling you brothers on almost all my videos. It all boiled down to the average, regular, so-called black man. Not these celebrities, not these so-called black men that's in politics. Not athletes. But the regular so-called black man that do the best that he can do to lead his household, to provide for himself, to make good decisions in his life, to hold himself accountable for doing the right things. That's how we're going to change our communities. I done said it 1,000 times. So where do we go from here? It's the same thing. And it would have been the same way if Kamala would have got in office. You still got to work hard to get to where you want to get to in life. And you know I'm talking to the so-called black man because that's who my channel is for. You so-called black man is always going to be last hired and first to get fired for the most part. You still got to strap your boots up and go out here and go to work and be goal-oriented and do those things that you need to do to be successful. You're not going to get any handouts, brothers. Not us as so-called black men. The only people is going to get handouts and get and receive things that receive it from the political parties. It's the people who run up after them. You know, we got to work for everything that we get. So I don't know why you would think if Kamala if she would have became the president, was going to help you out. No, everything's still going to be the same. So I'm predicting right now, it's going to be just like it was when he was doing his first term. It's going to be him going back and forth with a lot of celebrities because they all one family. Like I tell y'all all the time, all of them worship Lucifer. All of them worship the goat god. So it's just going to be that their family, they're going back and forth with each other. That's what it's going to be. Just like when the Colin Kaepernick situation went down and he was going back and forth with LeBron James and other different celebrities and athletes and stuff about that situation. It's going to be a lot of stuff like that going to go on, and it's going to be back and forth, conversation with each other, arguing amongst, who's right and who's wrong about certain subjects and stuff that they're going to make happen amongst themselves. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth and that's going on again. So, brothers, especially you liberal cats and you pro-black cats, another thing, y'all thought y'all were going to get that hug. That's what you thought. You were so confident that Kamala was going to win and you was going to get that hug from the Caucasian man. Like, oh, man, they love me. They trying to make us equal. They fooled you. They fooled you. That hug is not going to never come. So you might well get that through your head. We going to have to find love amongst ourselves. And then after we do that, then we can worry about the other races. But of course, we know that that's not going to happen in society because most of our people, they gone. They don't want to come back to their God. They don't want it. They don't want to recreate culture again like we once had in the ancient world and in the Bible days. We had a culture. We had a code of conduct as a people. But they fooled you. We too busy want to run up after the Caucasian man and woman and beg them for equality. And you actually thought that the Democratic Party was going to try to bring that? No. There's nothing equal in the universe. I might have said this one time before, but just like children, just like your children, you're not going to, if you got more than one child, you're not going to treat them equal because every child have different things that they do than the other child. Some of them have different problems that the other child have. When they get older, some are successful than others, etc., etc., etc. So you're not going to treat them equal. That's the same in America or any country. The people is not going to be treated equal. The races is not going to be treated equal. That's never going to happen. And I know some of you thinking like, well, they can do what they can to get it close to equal equality as possible. They're not going to do that. Whatever race is in power, they're going to represent for their race first and then give you the crumbs or whatever you can get after that. I think I said that before too. That's why voting for a political party is never going to help us. We got to do the best we can for ourselves. And like I told you, brothers, America not going anywhere until it's time for the Most High to destroy America. Just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah. But the system is not going anywhere. It's not going to change. No matter who's in office, the system is not going to change. It's always going to be for us to be at the bottom as a people. And our women is always going to be ahead of you. You's going to be at the bottom. Until the Most High send his son back. And then when his son come back, then we'll have our own kingdom. We'll have our own society. Things of that nature. According to Isaiah chapter 60. And in the book of Revelation. So until then, y'all, we just got to put our feet forward. Love each other. Quit fighting amongst ourselves. Quit mean mugging other brothers. All this gang activity. And coming together and try to build our own society, like I've said several times before as well. But the other races, they're not going to make it good for us to be equal to them. And everybody just hold hands and walk along with one another. Oh, we all love each other in harmony and peace. That's not going to happen. And I'm not talking about all Caucasian people. But when it comes to them giving away their power, that's not going to happen. There's never been a group of people in any society that ever did that. Going back to the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, the ancient Egypt, no matter what society you name, the races of people that was in prominence and dominating, they're not going to give up their power to other races to come before their own race. All hell will break loose. And that's how a lot of wars were fought back then. A lot of you brothers know that already. A lot of them were fighting over religion, territory, things of that sort. Because of the people that was in power did not let their power go. The other races and the other people had to come in and take it. That's how you get power. It's not about equality. It's about power. Now, if my people was talking about we trying to get power and trying to rule, then I'd be like, okay, let's do it. But when you say you want to be equal, that just means that you want to be walking hands with them. You don't want to be better. But Donald Trump is in office. I'm looking forward to videos, not on politics because I'm not a political guy, but I'm looking forward to doing videos on things that are going to be going on because I love you brothers, man, and I want us to succeed as a family. So that's it for you brothers. I just want to give y'all a little bit of what I think about the election. And there's just one video of many to come. And brothers, just provide for yourself and your family, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't be thinking about how racist Caucasian people are and things of that sort, because they're going to continue to be racist. You can't stop that. The only thing you can do is move forward. If you don't move forward, you're going to continue to go backwards. Holding to the race card, it's just going to make your children, for the most part, especially your sons, go backwards. Because we in America with the Caucasian. So if you don't teach them how to succeed them in the brain for it's like being goal-oriented and being the best that they can be as a man and being concerned about their money and their future and making good decisions, you're going to lose. But all this white man this and the white woman that and all that, we're going to continue to be at the bottom because they're not going anywhere. Kamala Harris can't save you from the Caucasian man. Obama can't save you from the Caucasian man. Roland Martin can't save you from the Caucasian man. LeBron James can't save you from the Caucasian man. Michael Jordan can't nobody. So, love you, brothers. Subscribe, like the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.